Waldu and his partners are among the Ethiopian diasporas who are doing business at home. They came back to Ethiopia and have engaged in an investment that benefits them and their country in many ways. They are applying the knowledge and experience they acquired abroad to assist Ethiopia's growth endeavor. Ebel Industrial and Living Steel companies have been established by these Ethiopian diasporas with the aim of introducing alternative housing construction techniques in the country.
The reason we got into this business is because of the huge demand of housing in Ethiopia. And we thought that it's almost impossible to accommodate the housing issue with just one technology. So we came up with a different and modern and faster and cheaper construction technology.
Patrick Walker is a site supervisor in Ebel Industrial and Living Steel companies. He speaks about what they do in the housing construction using this technique.
We're using light steel frame construction, which helps the erecting part of it to go very fast. So it's much faster, much stronger than concrete. Also by using the Yuba board, the magnesium board inside of it, it helps to put the outside up very quickly. And on top of that you can put quartz or your gypsum plaster, and it all incorporates to make the building go up very fast. So it will go, for this building behind us, it will take 3 to 4 weeks to finish it.
The sister companies use 80% of their raw materials from local sources. This enables them to utilize the country's resource and saves foreign currency by substituting imported construction items.
Magnesium board is produced locally in Ethiopia. The raw material is local. Almost 75 to 80% is local. And the steel is also produced locally. And we also import some products, but major part is local. So this is very important. And eventually, hopefully, we can produce all of it here locally, 100%, but for now, 70 to 80% is locally produced here in Addis.
Concerning the Ebel board or the magnesium oxide board, we mainly used magnesium oxide and magnesium chloride as a main inputs, which is especially the magnesium oxide is abundantly available in our country. In the future, we will also replace magnesium chloride by local source. This is the main raw material for the board. And for the steel, we sometimes we buy from the local source, which is from Kaliti rolling mill. And the main raw material is a galvanized steel material.
As part of their capacity building program, the two companies provide massive trainings to fresh graduates before joining the construction task.
We have to empower the people. The only way to empower them is to give them training in the specific field, with the erecting, from producing the framework, the steel framework, teaching them how to actually work with the machinery, and then to produce the frames, to put them together.
Zigzag, 150, 150. Okay, that's how you join the two walls together. Okay, the next one is that side.
Abdul Hussein, who graduated from one of the technical and vocational schools, is engaged in on-the-job training.
የመጀመሪያው ተጠቃሚ ሆነናልኛ ይሄን ነገር አሁን ያላገኙ ብዙ ወጣቶች አሉ።
When I joined this company, everything was new for me and others. But after taking the training, I gained more skills than what I had learned in school. Here, both local and foreigners give us trainings regarding the entire process.
The Ethiopian government has undertaken huge activities in expanding higher education, vocational and technical schools all over the country. Students who graduate from these institutions support the industrialization in the country by filling the human resource gap. Construction industries like this one, on the other hand, play a major role in creating jobs and absorbing the unemployed people.
Currently we are training almost 100 technical graduates. We bring them to our company, we train them, and once we feel comfortable with their training, then we will bring the second batch. So far we have trained over 200 technical graduates from colleges here, and we'll continue to train maybe the next 5-6 months.
Hannah, a graduate from one of the technical and vocational schools in the capital Addis Ababa, is now working in the two sister companies.
ወደ 5 ወር ይሆነኛል እና የቆየሁት ያገኘሁት ብዙ ነገር
I joined this company some 5 months ago. During my stay here, I have gained new skills such as assembling production and others.
The architects and engineers who are working in these companies say the coming of this new alternative construction technology to Ethiopia will help to further develop the sector.
From this construction work, what I have gained as a new experience is that before this time we were using concrete structure to build houses that used to consume large amounts of cement and other inputs. This new technique, however, is time and cost effective. It's also environmentally friendly.
One of the impacts of investment is creating jobs for citizens. The two sister companies, which are established with an initial capital of 30 million birr, have created jobs for many people.
We are creating a lot of employment. We have over 300 to 400 employees in these two sisterly companies, and this is only the start, and our goal is training many more, over 1,000, because the demand is very huge. So this is creating a lot of job opportunities for, especially for youngsters who comes right from college or even from high school.
This is a very simple technique of housing construction. To build this beautiful G+1 home, the steel structure was erected before 3 months.
This house was built in only 3 months. It was started in October and finished by the end of December. The total built-up area of this luxury house is about 400 square meters.
The current enabling investment policy, the huge labor potential, and the incentives from the government have all attracted investors from all over the world.
We have a duty-free privilege on the machineries that we have imported. The housing project is also supporting us in providing raw materials and assisting us with our needs in this technology. The Commercial Bank of Ethiopia is behind this. And there are, I'm sure I will be forgetting some departments, there are a lot of them who are supporting us.
In addition to bringing new construction technology to Ethiopia, these companies pursue environmentally friendly techniques. This is again a new way of doing things which safeguards the environment.
We mainly use two different types of raw materials or inputs for this building system. One is magnesium oxide board used for cladding, for the interior and exterior cladding. The other is galvanized steel. Both are environmentally friendly materials, And there is an international rating for environmental friendly raw materials or building systems, and it's one of the safest building system, which is rated a 5-star, which is the highest environmental friendly system existing in this world.
Apart from creating jobs and saving foreign currency, these companies are transferring skills and knowledge to local citizens.
We brought experts from South Africa and Australia to train our people, and I could say we are also very successful in transferring this knowledge. Otherwise, it's also very difficult to bring experts from abroad to expand this technology in our country. So we mainly focus on transferring this knowledge to our country by bringing experts from abroad.
ቴክኖሎጂው አዲስ እንደመሆኑ ብዙ ጥቅም ይሰጣል።
As this is a new technique to our country, I am among those trainees who grasped new skills. For instance, since I started this job, I am introducing myself with new technology, which has helped me to be precise in my task.
በጣም እድለኛ ነኝ ብዬ ነው የማስበው። ለምን ለሀገራችን የብቻ
I'm very lucky to be employed here. First of all, there exists good working atmosphere, and second, I have learned new skills and experiences in my career.
Currently, using magnesium board has become very common and viable in many parts of the world, and the experts say it is now time to introduce this method to Ethiopia.
This technology is not new in the rest of the world. In North America, it's very used, in Australia and South Africa. So we are the first to bring it to Ethiopia, but we haven't invented this technology. And the reason we brought it is when I first saw this a house built with the light steel technology, I couldn't believe. And I right away decided that we have to do this in our country, Ethiopia.
Their business won't be confined only to the construction sector. They are instead working hard to realize a wider vision.
First, we want to create awareness concerning this technology. We want people to believe in this technology because for the last maybe 2 or 3 decades, there is only one way of doing construction in our country. So the first thing is to create awareness. We want people to understand alternative technology and the safety of living in this kind of house. So this is our first objective. Then once this demand or awareness created, in the meantime we also build our capacity. By the time these things meet, we can also widely develop many houses using this technology.
The existing conducive investment atmosphere and the overall condition in the country have initiated many Ethiopians to come back to their home country. Brahana and his partners are among those who are working in their country, and they call upon others to follow in their footsteps.
So the message that I will have for my colleagues in the States or anywhere else outside of Ethiopia is opportunities are immense. There's a lot of opportunities. But opportunity alone does not create a job. First thing, you have to study. You have to know where you're coming from, what you're doing over there, and what opportunities you have here. You have to study it. You have to be sure. Financially, you have to be sure that you can make it. And once you make a decision, I can assure you, anyone who comes with a solid decision, this is my place, this is my country, I want to come and work, I want to create a job, I want to make this happen, I don't have any hesitation. They can do it.
The owners of Ebel Industrial and Living Steel companies have shown the positive impact of importing new technologies to developing countries. In doing so, they are benefiting themselves and the country in many ways, and this is something that others have to follow to help their country.